sheep heart dissection. Alright, to start off, we have the base right here, the base right here. The pulmonary trunk with function is where your blood goes through to get from the right side of the heart to the lungs to get oxygenated. And then we have the left auricle right here, which collects oxygenated blood from the lungs and pushes it towards the left ventricle. Then we have the right auricle back here, which collects deoxygenated blood and pushes it toward the right ventricle. And then we have the left ventricle down here, which receives blood from the left atrium and pumps it to the aorta. And then we have the right ventricle back here on the opposite side, which receives blood from the heart, or from the right atrium, and pumps it to the pulmonary artery. And again, this is the posterior side. And then the adipose tissue, it's right in here. And then we have the anterior interventricular sulcus right here. And then the apex down here. And then posterior view now. Excuse me, this is anterior, posterior. You have the coronary sulcus right here. Adipose tissue all right here. Then we have the left ventricle and the right ventricle, and I already told you the functions for that. And then the right auricle and the left auricle back here. Alright. Internal sheep heart. So we have the myocardium over here, this layer. And the chordae tendineae, and then going back, the function of the myocardium assists in contraction and relaxation of the cardiac walls. The chordae tendineae is like down in here, it's very hard to see. Down in here. And the papillary muscles, right in here, which help to prevent the cuffs of bicuspid and tricuspid valve from prolapsing. Then we have the aorta up in here, which is a one-way valve, and it basically supplies blood to all of the organs in the body, so it's very important. And the right atrium back here, which transports deoxygenated blood from the vena cava. Then we have the tricuspid valve in here, which prevents backflow of blood into the right atrium. And then we have the right ventricle right here next to the tricuspid valve. And I mentioned the function of those earlier in the video. And we have the left ventricle down here, the mitral valve, also known as the bicuspid valve, right in here, which functions to maintain blood flow in one direction only. And then we have the left atrium up here, which passes oxygenated blood flow from pulmonary veins into the left ventricle. And then we have the pulmonary trunk artery up here, which is mostly anterior, and behind that is the aorta, which we were looking at before.